Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever AF Beer Awards. I'm Robin. I run the AF Beer Club, which is a social media platform for alcohol-free beer in the community. Earlier in this year, that expanded to start offering people a monthly subscription service. Firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's come on tonight. It was an idea that was spawned probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I spoke to Tom at Wise Bartender, and then suddenly it's all come together. We got beers out to all the judges, and then we've compiled this evening. So I'm really pleased that so many of you have joined today. So thank you. Just a little bit about me. I've been drinking alcohol-free beers for a couple of years. During that time, I've hosted a few events in person and online, bringing together people who are interested in alcohol-free beer. So just before I start, I just want to say a big thank you for joining me again. It's such a shame that we have to be virtual tonight. I was saying in the chat before that it would have been great to have all met up, and obviously that's the hope for next year, is to try and do some sort of real life awards and we can all celebrate together. So keep everything crossed for next December. So what's in store then for the next 30 minutes? We're going to be going through. Oh, before we start, actually, you might want to. I don't know where your picture of me is, but if you move it to that top corner, then I won't be blocking you from any of the stuff that's going on. I know on different devices it's all different, but if you move me into that top corner, hopefully everything will be okay. Other thing is, I know you've already done it, you can keep your microphones on mute, that'd be helpful. And then afterwards, we can go into the breakout rooms that we were in earlier and chat and congratulate each other again after. So this evening, I'll just quickly recap the categories and then I'll reintroduce you to the judges of 2020. I'll then introduce each category one by one, and then I'll pass you on to a message from the judges who will then reveal the winners. And then we'll hear from some of the brewers and people involved as well. So we'll start with a quick recap of the categories. So the awards on offer tonight, we've got the best dark AF beer, the best lager, the best pale ale or IPA, the best new brewer, and the best classic AF beer. So these first 5 categories, they've been voted for by the judges. We also got the best import category, which was voted for by the public via my social media platforms. And then finally, we've got the Lifetime Achievement Awards, which has been selected by myself after conversations with people in the industry over the last couple of months. So the judges could vote for any beers brewed by a British company, but they had to be brewed in 2020 or had previously been brewed and then kind of rebrewed and brought to a wider audience this year. So the parameters are mainly this year, but there is a slight exception to that on a couple of them. But before we look at the results, just have a quick look at our 9 judges. So earlier this month, Wise Bartender, they sent out beer boxes to the judges, and they've had a really fun time sampling them over the Christmas period. I've seen lots of good pictures of them getting through all the beers. So we'll start on the top left, and that is Dom, and he's one of the leading sort of beer Instagrammers in the UK. But for his day job, he's the beer buyer for Tesco. So he gets through a lot of beer, and he certainly knows his beer, as well as lots of alcohol-free beer that I see him posting about as well. In the middle, we've got Anya, who has worked in the beer industry for over a decade now. She's a Cloudwater ambassador, and she is also the content editor for Club Soda, the mindful drinking organisation. In the top right, there's Tom, who's the founder of Steady Drinker, which is an amazing website with hundreds of alcohol-free beer reviews. And also, it's a fantastic source for informative articles about the industry. Some really good stuff on there about sort of alcohol percentage and dry January and stuff like that. On the middle row, on the left, we'll go from left to right again. We've got Robin, who is the co-founder of London's soda producers Square Root, who themselves are one of the leading alcohol-free brands in the country. And over the years, they've collaborated with lots of brewers. So I know she's also a big fan of AF beer as well. In the middle is Matt, who goes by the guise of Guilt-Free Pints, and he's one of the leading voices on Instagram for alcohol-free beer. He's actually based in Amsterdam, and earlier this year he brought us the World Cup of AF beers. On the right, on the middle row, is Rondell, and he's the co-founder of the Yarda Collective. And that's a mindful drinking collective in Derbyshire. And he actually had some really great news recently. They're going to be setting up an alcohol-free venue in Derby, which is really exciting for them. On the bottom row, starting on the left, is Pete McKee, who is an artist and also a very big advocate of AF beer. His recent exhibition was at the Sheffield Millennium Gallery, and his artwork is all over Sheffield, murals on the sides of walls. And I've got to know him a little bit through his how much he loves alcohol-free beer. In the middle, I think you probably recognise is Tom. He's the founder of Wise Bartender. And yeah, I don't think I've met anyone who lives and breathes alcohol-free drinks as much as he does. He's just got infinite knowledge on the sector. And then on the bottom right is Zoe, who's been involved with their local camera organisation for the last few years. She edits the Mind's a Pint magazine. And yeah, I saw her shouting about alcohol-free beer whilst also writing about real beer, alcohol beers as well. So that's our sort of trusted 9. They had lots of beers to try, and they had to try and separate all of these amazing beers into choose their favourites. A big thank you again to Wise Bartender for sorting out the supplies. And we'll hear from a few of them throughout this evening because they'll be introducing the awards and telling us a little bit about themselves. So we're going to start off now with the dark beer category of 2020. We're going to get right into it now. This is a favourite for many as the winter months draw in, and our attention turns to darker and maltier beers. This category seems still, I think, a little underrepresented. But this year we've seen some big moves into the stouts, the porters, and the brown beers in 2020. Brewdog, they released Wake Up Call, which was a coffee-infused porter, which went down well with the drinkers. And then later in the year, we saw Big Drop release a double dark beer series. We also had the Welsh alcohol-free brewers Drop Bear adding to their range with the Bonfire Stout. And we saw some big traditional brewers as well, like Sam Smith's and Harvesting, enter the AF category. So let's pass you over now to Anya, who's going to announce the top 3 of the dark AF category.
Hi, I'm Anya Madhvani. I do a few things. So I work with Club Soda as their content editor. So we're a mindful drinking movement and we help people to change their relationship with alcohol. So we're always shouting about interesting low and no options. I also work with Cloudwater on their soda project. And in the before times, I do the brewery tours and tastings at North Brew Co, which is just next door to my flat. So some highlights for me this year. It's been amazing to see Steve make a comeback with Good Karma Brewing and make a fantastic radler with Stacey from Rock Leopard. I really enjoyed that. I've really been interested in the progression of Lucky Saints over the last couple of years and seeing the kind of clientele that they're managing to get. I just think it's amazing to see an alcohol-free beer positioned in so many fine dining situations. So that's been very cool. I recently tried the Nittenauer beers, so the Lola Porter and the Wit for the first time, and just thought that they were absolutely fantastic. And I think it's just worth noting the number of breweries that usually only make full-strength beer that are now stepping into the category. So you've got like Ilkley with their Virgin Mary, you've got Ridgeside, obviously Mikkeller with their Limbo series, Beavertown as well now. And I think that's a really positive thing, because it just means that more customers are going to see these products and understand the need for them. And yeah, I think it'll just help to really grow the category and bring lots more people to enjoy the products. So I have the honour of announcing the winner of the dark beer category. So in third place, we have Harvestoon with their Wheesht. In second place, we have the Sam Smith's Brown Ale. And in first place, congratulations to the lovely folks over at Drop Bear Beer with their Bonfire Stout. Well done.
Well, congratulations there to everyone considered for this award. We'll now hear from the winning Drop Bear team.
So we've just heard that this little bad boy here has just won the Best AF Stout 2020. We are absolutely stoked about this. We think it's completely right. This definitely is the best one out there. So cheers to the Best AF Stout 2020.
Well done again to Sarah and Joelle and everyone involved at Drop Bear. It's been a really good year for them. We'll now move on to the best AF lagers of 2020. For many people, lager is their introductory experience into the world of alcohol-free beer. Much of the last decade was dominated by the imported big beer, such as Beck's and Heineken. But in 2020, we've seen the rise of craft brewers trying their hand at this classic style. Taking notes from German brewers, Lucky Saint led the way in 2018 with their breakthrough Pilsner, which paved the way for some of the brews that we'll see today. When the pubs were open for a short period of time this year, we saw Brewdog's Lost AF and also Lucky Saint both available on draft. And hopefully when we return to some sort of normality, we can expect to see some of the nominees tonight featured at barbecues and in beer gardens. So without further ado, we'll hear from Rondell now to talk us through his favourites of 2020 and announce the winner for the best AF lager.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rondell, and I'm one of the co-founders of Yarda Collective. We're a newly founded not-for-profit community interest company, and we'll be opening our first alcohol-free venue and bar in the next couple of months. So we've used 2020 to taste a variety of drinks, and I especially have enjoyed tasting all the beers that are now on offer. We've loved seeing the growth in the AF industry. So one of my favourites, I'm an ale drinker by preference. One of my favourites are the Brewdog Nanny State. Doom Bar is actually my favourite drink, so seeing that they had an alcohol-free alternative now it's really exciting for me. And my favourite so far has to be Sam's Brown Ale. So I've been invited on to introduce the best AF lager. So in third place we have Brewdog Lost AF. In second place we have Big Drop Kodama IPL. And in first place, the winner of the best lager 2020 is Nirvana's Bavarian Hells. Congratulations.
Thanks, Rondell. Massive congratulations there to Nirvana for winning the judges' favourite AF lager. And thank you to all the brewers that produced this year's nominees. I'm delighted now to pass you over to the co-founder of the brewery, Becky Keane, who has recorded a little message for us.
Just want to say thank you so much for this award on behalf of myself and the Nirvana team. Really means a lot to get best alcohol-free lager. Can't tell you how much it means to us because it's one of our proudest beers. We absolutely love making it. It's really difficult to make an alcohol-free lager, so we're really pleased to get the award. And I know that we're up against some really tough competition. It's a really tough category. So yeah, absolutely incredible to get the award. It really means a lot. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done, Becky, and to Nirvana, and congratulations again. Okay, so next up, we will turn to the best pale ale and IPA category. Now, I think this is probably the most stacked category in 2020. The IPA and pale ale offerings this year have really been quite sensational. Not only have we seen Coast releasing loads of different multi and single hop beers, we also enjoyed Big Drop's double dry hopped special. as well as loads of alcoholic brewers releasing AF beers, including Beavertown, Tiny Rebel, First Chop, and Ridgeside, who all kind of came in with IPAs or pale ales. This category really showcases the brewer's craft with hops at a low percentage. And for many drinkers, this is their favourite style. To do the honours, I will pass you over now to Dom, who will announce the winners.
All right, my name's Dom Hill. For the last 3.5 years, I've been the beer buyer at Tesco. Some of you might know me as @DomoBeers on Instagram. If not, check it out. Tonight, I've got the honour and privilege of announcing the best IPA and Pale Ale from this year. Got my little envelope here, because who doesn't have a prop? So, coming in at number 3, it's Laser Crush by Beavertown. Nice. Number 2, Coast IPO by Coast. Lovely drop that. And at number 1, redefining the standard of IPA and Pale Ale in the no and low category, got Poolside DDH IPA by Big Drop. What a banging beer that is. Couldn't be happier for him. Well done, guys.
Well done to all of those brewers that were considered for this award. We can now go over to James Kindred, and he's the co-founder of Big Drop.
Hi, James from Big Drop here. It's not Santa, as the beard may suggest. Thanks so much to Robin and the judges from the awards for giving a top spot to Poolside. We're really happy it won. It's one of our favourites. We might bring it back next year as a summer special again. We might do something else, we shall see. Lots of big plans for next year. There's some really exciting beers coming out that we can't wait to tell you more about. America, we're launching in January. Some really exciting things going to happen over there. And just want to say Happy New Year, and here's to a better one in 21. Cheers all.
Well done again there to Big Drop, and we look forward to seeing what's coming up next year. Now we will move on to the best new alcohol-free brewery category. So this is a category that I'm sure will continue to grow every year as the sector grows. 2020 was not exactly the most ideal year to attempt to launch a new product. So there's extra congratulations must go to all of those that have done so this year, including the likes of Good Karma, Days, Unlimited, and Another Dimension. I'm sure there's others as well that I've forgotten there, but they've all done so successfully releasing their beer considering the year we've had. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who's done that this year. So of course these sellers who are distributing these beers, they're kind of indebted to the e-commerce stores. So we're going to hear from Tom from Wise Bartender, who supported the launch of many of these brands. So yeah, let's pass on to him now.
Hi guys, it's Tom here from Wise Bartender. We boast the widest range of alcohol-free drinks in the UK and possibly wider. Over 250 in stock and approaching 150 different alcohol-free beers. It's been a real honour to be asked to announce tonight's winner for the alcohol-free beer Brewer of 2020. This year, it's been a difficult year. And I should say, actually, at this point, the reason I'm stood here and not surrounded by drinks doing this award is because we're having to self-isolate ourselves. But don't panic, guys. If you've got orders in, the rest of the Wise Bartender team who aren't in this household are busy packing orders, so no worries there. But it's been a real up and down year, but actually for alcohol-free brewing, it's been a fantastic year. I think what's really exciting for me is that we're not just seeing alcohol-free beers, we're seeing fantastic beers that happen to be alcohol-free. And we see a number of new brewers come to the market with different creations, which has been really exciting. I think I should also mention at this point that 2021 shows no sign of letting up either. We've got probably maybe around 8 new beers coming in January from different brewers, so it's a really exciting time for the British alcohol-free brewing industry. So, deciding on an alcohol-free brewer of the year has been a really difficult choice as well. The panel of judges all sort of cast their votes. So the top 3 are, in 3rd place, it is, drumroll please, Jump Ship Brewing. They've got 2 beers. They've got their Yardarm Lager and their Flying Colours Pale Ale, two fantastic brewers originated up in Scotland. If you haven't tried these guys, well worth a go. And in second place is Function Brewing. These are functional drinks. The year's been quite a year for functional drinks, with a number coming to the market, but these are the first functional beers I'm aware of. They've got 3 varieties, an IPA, a Citra and a Lager, all mixed with a different type of mushroom that has an active ingredient to help with health benefits. Really intriguing concept, guys, and well worth a go. And the beers taste fantastic as well, which is always the first sign. And then on to the winner. The winner of the 2020 AF Beer Club Awards Alcohol-Free Brewer of the Year is Mash Gang. Now, guys, they almost deserve the award just for their Instagram feed. The concoctions they're coming up with, particularly over any lockdown times, was just great fun to watch. Just recently, we had their Tahiti cocktail beer, which sold out really quickly. That was really exciting beer to get hold of. Their mainstay for the year, of course, has been the California Uncommon Malt Liquor. Really good seller, really great beer. Pairs beautifully with cheese, guys. Get some cheese with you with that. That's really fantastic. And 2021 again looks to be a big year for them, with NEPA and a stout on the horizon, and I'm sure there's even more on its way as well. So congratulations, guys, thoroughly deserved, and looking forward to seeing what you bring out this year. And finally, I just want to thank Robin for organising this. It's been a fantastic occasion, and it's great to celebrate the alcohol-free beer brewers of the year. So it's really great to be part of that. And guys, obviously go and check out Wise Bartender, get some of these drinks for yourself and let us know what you think. It's always great to share and discuss these beers. So it's bye-bye for now. Thank you very much.
Well done there to all the new brewers who launched this year, and a special congratulations to Mash Gang there. And we will hear from them now.
Wow, we're beyond humbled. Thank you all so much.
Massive thank you to Robin at AF Beer Club.
And lastly, we'd like to thank Brewdog, who have offered to plant 100 trees for every single one of our beers you buy. This is voted for by some of the most important people in our industry, and it means an awful lot.
It's starting a brand in the middle of a pandemic, the worst possible economic climate, is no mean feat.
And we're now looking to kind of put that behind us and springboard into next year by massively scaling up. And we're looking to be
in every bar and pub and tap room in the UK.
While also producing some of the most crazy, beautiful and delicious beers possible. We want to do as many mad collaborations as possible in 2021. So it doesn't matter if you're a brewery, a Swedish menstrual product company, an Australian football club, a Japanese biker gang, Brazilian airline, reach out to us. We want to do some beautiful, crazy stuff.
Congratulations again to Mash Gang. Fantastic work this year, and good luck in 2021. So the next category is the best imported AF beer. This was voted for by the followers and friends of AF Beer Club. And I kind of took away the date restrictions on this one to allow for any beers that were available in 2020. So the voting was quite widely spread, with the big Scandi names you'd expect, such as Lervig, Tool and Mikkeller. And then they were joined by some of the Polish beers that I know that Crafty AF have imported. And we also had lots of votes for the German Nittenor brewery as well, which were available through the AF Beer Club subscription boxes. I'm going to pass you over now to our favourite AF Beer exports, Matt from Guilt-Free Pints, who will announce the winner of the best AF import.
Hi everyone, my name's Matt and I run the Guilt-Free Pints Instagram account, essentially sharing, reviewing, trying, tasting and promoting all the great AF beers that are now available on the market. Being based in Amsterdam myself, it's fitting that Robin asked me to share with you the results of the best import category with you for the AF Beer Awards this year. Firstly, let me just say thanks to Robin and Tom for asking me to be a judge. It's been great to be involved. So let's get to the results. So in third place was from the Netherlands, the Playground IPA by Van der Streek, who are based in Utrecht. In second place was the Coffee Porter by Nittenauer in East Germany, which is based near the Czech border. And in first place was Michela's Drink in the Sun, which is masterminded in Denmark, but brewed in De Proef Brouwerij in Belgium. So congratulations to all. Cheers.
Excellent stuff. Thank you, Matt. And massive congratulations to everyone outside the UK brewing and promoting AF beer. I can only imagine it's going to get harder to do that and import it to the UK going into next year. I'll now pass you over to Tom from Michela for a few words.
Hey guys, Tom from Michela here. Just wanted to say thank you to Robin and everyone else involved with AF Club for all the support this year and for voting Michela Drink in the Sun Best Import Brand. Here's the 2021. We've got loads of cool stuff planned for next year. Can't wait to share it with you all. And yeah, Happy New Year. Have a great one, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Tom, and congratulations again to Michela. We'll now move on to the last of the Judges' Awards, which is the Classic AF Awards. This category recognises the beers that have been available for over 18 months and they're still being brewed or available to this day. These really are classic beers. We had votes from the judges from the likes of Infinite Session, Nirvana, Lucky Saint, Big Drop, Adnams, Coast, and Brewdog, who all of those brewers have been brewing their beers, have had at least one beer they've been brewing for over 18 months now, which is fantastic. These are the big players in the British AF beer scene, and they've continued to develop their brand and beers over the years for our enjoyment. So to talk us through the winners, I'm going to pass you over to Zoe.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Zoe, bit of a drinker from Reading, but I've definitely been on a voyage of discovery this year with alcohol-free beer. So thank you, Robin, for helping that journey and for asking me to present a category tonight. I've definitely found that alcohol-free beer has helped me stay a bit healthier. It's helped me trim down my units because I really do enjoy a drink. So it's been really lovely to see an explosion in this market. I think Robin mentioned this as well, but more of it available, more readily available. So you've just got more access to it, which is great. One of my favourites this year actually has been the Pine Trail by Big Drop. And I was a massive fan of the Limbo Raspberry by Michela. That was one of my favourites this year. But I'm here to present the best classic AF beer. And in third place, we had Big Drop Citra. And in second, we had the Big Drop Stout. And first place, very worthy winner, and I'm glad to have some here ready for later, is Lucky Saint. Well-deserved winner and a great beer. Have a great night.
Congratulations to Lucky Saint for taking the Classic AF Beer Award. I know that for many, this is kind of the touchstone for AF Lager, so it's fantastic to see it recognised this evening. We'll now hear a few words from Luke, who's the founder of Lucky Saint.
Wow, cheers guys. Thank you for recognising Lucky Saint as the classic AF beer. We really appreciate it. What a way to end 2020. From me and everyone at the team at Lucky Saint, Happy New Year, and here's to a bright 2021. Cheers.
Well done, Luke, and the team at Lucky Saint for taking this prestigious awards. So that's all of the judges and the Friends Awards that we've got there. Well done to everyone who's been either considered for these awards, and especially to those who have won these awards tonight. So we've just got one more awards to do tonight, and that is the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, this award has been chosen by AF Beer Club after conversations with people in the industry and also beer enthusiasts over the last few months. This award recognises not only longevity in the industry, but also innovation and determination. It's an honour to give this award to someone who's been involved in the alcohol-free beer scene since its infancy, setting up her own brewery in 2017 with her brother-in-law, which is still the only physical alcohol-free brewery in the country. Nirvana Brewery's beer roster started with an alcohol-free lager and has grown to include IPAs, pales, stouts, and sours. As they have grown, Nirvana have continued to support women in the industry, and this year they've increased their range to collaborate with Square Root to release a limited edition sour, which gives us a kind of glimpse into their innovation going forward and going into the new year. It is a huge honour to present the first AF Beer Lifetime Achievement Award to Nirvana Brewery co-founder Becky Keane. Congratulations, Becky. We'll now go over to a short message from her.
Thank you. Don't know what else to say. Absolutely incredible. Really special award. So to have it bestowed upon Nirvana, it really means so much. And yeah, don't know what to say other than just thank you so much. It's so exciting, and thank you to Robin, and thank you to everyone at the Nirvana team, everybody who's contributed to the Nirvana journey. And there's been a lot of people, all of our customers, they've all made it possible, and we're not done yet. That's all I can say, is that we're not done yet. 2021 has a lot more in store, so watch this space. Thanks, guys, and have an incredible new year.
Well, congratulations, Becky and the team at Nirvana, and we really look forward to see what you're up to in 2021. So that's the end of the ceremony this evening. If you want to keep the party going and congratulate some of the winners, you can join the Zoom rooms from earlier. You can find the links on afbeerawards.com. They're hosted by Jonathan, who's the sober landlord at the Deal Tap House, and also Zoe from Function, who was also hosting this afternoon. Finally, a big congratulations to everyone this evening, everyone who's involved, the winners, everybody. 2020 has been a completely unreal year, but the one constant positive has just been the success of the alcohol-free beer industry. Thank you so much to everyone for your involvement and for coming and celebrating that tonight. Just before we go, I think it'd be quite nice if we could do kind of like a virtual cheers. So if we kind of raise a glass, and I'll try and do a screenshot of it so I can see all of you at the same time. I don't know whether this will work, but we'll give it a go. You can turn your mics on as well if you like, and give a big old cheers to everyone. And then I'll see you in the chat rooms after. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for coming. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well done. Cheers.
Thank you. So thank you again. And I hope you all have a great 2021. And hopefully we can do this next year in person. Okay, thank you very much. I will see you in some of the in the breakout rooms now. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Well done, Robin. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers.